Yes. Do you have any doubt with the 3 questions which I gave you yesterday? And I asked you all to complete on the same day because we were about to start with the next part today. Photo systems, photo system 1, photo system 2. Are these 2 concepts clear to you all?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Fine. On the basis of this, now we can start with the light dependent reactions. Okay. We have just, I just gave you an idea like what do you mean by light dependent reactions? We haven't started with it. Light dependent reactions are the one which takes place in the grana, that is in the thylakoids, correct? And dark reactions, which are light independent reactions, they occur in stroma. I just gave you an idea of light and dark reactions and the 2 photosystems, photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. And we have studied regarding chemiosmosis, isn't it? Can any one of you just give me a definition for chemiosmosis or explain it in your own words? Kya hai chemiosmosis? What did we study regarding this? So what is this chemiosmosis? Can you tell me? Yes, try no. Did you understand this concept yesterday? ये केमी ऑस्मोसिस क्या है वो समझ में आया क्या? Yesterday itself I told you अगर नहीं समझा है तो आगे का जो पार्ट है टॉपिक है you won't understand it all. You all said it's okay, हमने समझ में आया. 2-3 of you have given me the answers yesterday. अभी बोलो मुझे केमी ऑस्मोसिस क्या है? Or I have to randomly ask you the questions. Yes, who will tell me? Muskan, will you try? What is chemiosmosis?
Ma'am, it was the movement of ions
हाँ
across that thylakoid membrane
हाँ
during electrochemical reactions.
No. Here we have come across a term called as electrochemical gradient. And I have also told you what do you mean by that, electrochemical gradient. Okay, your start was good. Okay. Who else will explain me the further part? Yes, Niyati, will you try? What is electrochemical gradient?
सेमी परमेबल मेम्ब्रेन में जो आयंस के मूवमेंट होते हैं उसको केमिकल ऑस्मोसिस बोलते हैं.
That is chemiosmosis. But it's because of electrochemical gradient, isn't it? What do you mean by that? I told you it is opposite to something. It's opposite to? Because of what osmosis occurs? I said it's opposite to? Yes, Ayush? See, chemiosmosis is what? It's a movement of ions, isn't it? Through the semi-permeable membranes. We have considered 2 semi-permeable membranes. That is, if it is photosynthesis, it occurs in thylakoids, that is in the chloroplast. And if it is respiration, it will occur in mitochondria, isn't it? Then we said that it is all because of electrochemical gradient. And electrochemical gradient ka meaning, I asked you all to note down it somewhere. I don't know whether you have done it or not. Electrochemical gradient का मतलब है when the ions try to move from higher concentration to lower concentration. There itself I told you it will be totally opposite to osmosis. ये भी मैंने कहा था osmosis is lower to higher. An electrochemical gradient is when something flows from higher to lower level. At that time, a gradient, that is a potential, is created. Potential difference is created, and that is called as electrochemical gradient. Okay. So because of which there is transfer of ions. There itself I asked you, can you tell me where the more amount of protons are present? Whether they are high inside the grana or they are high in stroma. ये क्या था? If you are attentive, you will be able to give me this answer. Yes, कल मैंने पूछा था आपको where the amount of number of protons are more, in grana or in stroma?
Grana.
Grana. I gave you a reason for it. Who will give me the reason why? Why it is more in grana and less in stroma? Yes.
हम स्ट्रोमा में वो यूज हो रहा है प्रोडक्ट बनाने के लिए।
Yes, where it is used? Where it is used? Here you can see the diagram and tell me.
रिडक्शन रिएक्शन,
Reduction reaction. Yes, where? But where?
वो NADPH।
NADP2, NADPH2. Okay, or it's NADPH. Correct. Very good. So this was all about chemiosmosis. Now, based on this, we'll go to the further part here. Photosystem 1, how it is going to take part in the further light reactions. Okay. Now, why this process is called as reduction power of cell? That is, we have studied the protons which are released. Those protons are used by NADP to form NADPH2 or NADPH. Okay, and this NADPH is used for the reduction of carbon dioxide, which forms what? Carbohydrates. That is the dark reaction. Okay, so here we have studied that light quantum which are absorbed by photosystem 1, that is P700. They will release one energy rich electron, correct, from that reaction center. These electrons will flow through what? Different electron carriers. Yesterday I told you what are the electron carriers. We have studied about certain cytochromes. Chemiosmosis mein, when you have drawn the diagram, you have come across certain cytochromes. Yaad hai? Cytochrome B, cytochrome F, isn't it? So those cytochromes are the one which are absorbing that energy rich electron, okay, along with the proton by generation of oxygen by splitting of water molecule. यही हो रहा है ना यहाँ पे. An electron is generated. That electron will flow through these electron carriers along with the protons, and what will be generated? Oxygen is generated by splitting of water molecule. The hydrogen will be attaching itself to NADPH, which will be used for the reduction of CO2 in the dark reaction. We have studied that. Light reaction में क्या होता है? In light reaction, there is photolysis of water, and in dark reaction, there is formation of carbon dioxide, carbohydrates, that is glucose from carbon dioxide, that is dark reaction. And that is the reason it is called as reducing power of the cell. Okay, this is called as reducing power of the cell. Why? Because here the reduction reaction takes place. Hydrogen is taken up by NADP to form NADPH, and further this NADPH will be used in the reduction of carbon dioxide to form carbohydrates. And that is the reason it is called as reducing power of cell. So my question is, why photosystem 1, that is P700, is called reducing power of cell? Write down the answer. Please tell me from where this proton comes. From where this proton comes? Proton यानी hydrogen. From where does it come? अगर यहाँ तक आपको समझा है तो ये पता होना चाहिए. From where does this proton come? Yes, you'll answer. This proton, hydrogen, comes from?
Photolysis of
Hydrogen comes from?
photolysis of water.
Photolysis of?
Water.
Yes, who's that answering? I didn't hear you.
Ma'am, photolysis of water.
Okay, who is answering? Muskan. Then?
Shravani.
Shravani. Okay, it comes from photolysis of water. Okay, good. Yeah, done till here. So now you got it. Why it is called as reducing power? Because first hydrogen comes, it reduces NADP to NADPH. Then again, the hydrogen which is attached to NADPH will reduce CO2 to carbohydrate. So there are two reduction reactions taking place over here. One reduction reaction is NADP to NADPH. Second reduction reaction is NADPH to carbohydrates. Okay. So दो reactions, दो reducing reactions यहाँ पे होता है, and that is the reason why it is called as reducing power of cell. Yes, Gaurang will tell me what are the two substrates which gets reduced over here. कौन से दो substances यहाँ पे है जो reduce होते हैं? Just a second, before I told you there are two reducing reactions taking place over here. Now you'll give me the name of the substrate or the compound which has been reduced here. Yes. Gaurang, I'm waiting for you.
Hello.
Now.
NADPH.
NADPH कैसे रहेगा? NADP ना? When hydrogen attaches to it, means when it gets reduced, it will become NADPH. So वो substrate कौन सा रहेगा? It is NADP. And which is the other one? Second reduction किसका हुआ है?
Reduction carbon dioxide.
Yes, very good. So one substance which is reduced is NADP and the other is carbon dioxide. Now it is clear to everyone. So these two reactions are taking place over here, and that is the reason you call it as reducing power of cell. Now we'll directly go to the first part of light reaction, and that is cyclic photophosphorylation. Before that, we'll go across the term once again. What do you mean by photophosphorylation? Simple words me, who will tell me? What do you mean by photophosphorylation? In your own words, can you tell me? We have done this earlier. What is the reaction taking place over here?
Ma'am, when ATP gets converted into ADP and NADPH gets converted into, NADP in presence of light, it is called photophosphorylation.
Yes, very good. So the first line we need to remember here is when ADP, that is ADP combines with one phosphate, you get ATP. So it's a simple reaction for photophosphorylation. ADP plus IP, okay, that is inorganic phosphate. ADP plus IP will give you ATP in presence of light and chlorophyll is photophosphorylation. Okay, so it is formation of ATP in the chloroplast in presence of light. And now this photophosphorylation here occurs in two different steps. One is cyclic photophosphorylation. Yesterday itself I told you what do you mean by this cyclic. In cyclic photophosphorylation, you will find there is involvement of only photosystem 1 and not photosystem 2. So when light energy is being absorbed by the reaction center of photosystem 1, then the chlorophyll A molecule over there gets excited and emits an electron. That electron will pass through the electron acceptors and will come back again to PS1. यानी PS1 से जो electrons निकलेंगे, they will pass on through the electron carriers and will come back again to photosystem 1. Clear? And during this transfer, there is occurrence of photophosphorylation. That is, there is formation of ATP molecules. Okay, so that's why we say that it is cyclic photophosphorylation, because the electron which is released by the reaction center of PS1 will come back again to PS1. Okay, so see, illumination of PS1 causes the electrons to move continuously out of the reaction center of PS1 and it will come back to it. The cyclic electron flow is accompanied by what? By the photophosphorylation of ADP to form ATP. So during that electron transfers, you will see there is release of ATP. And that's why you say it is called as cyclic photophosphorylation. Okay, so before that, just write down this definition for photophosphorylation और उसी के नीचे reaction लिखोगे ADP plus IP forms ATP. ADP plus IP forms ATP. Also write down the reaction down. Okay. Only write down the definition, not the earlier, the later part what I've given. Only the definition and the reaction.
Ma'am, will you repeat the reaction?
It is ADP plus IP, that is adenosine diphosphate, that is ADP plus IP. IP is inorganic phosphate, gives ATP. किसके presence में? Light and chlorophyll. Okay. Now see, since this process involves only one pigment system, here you will not find photolysis of water, and so there won't be evolution of oxygen gas. This we have studied yesterday, isn't it? In difference. That in cyclic photophosphorylation, as only one photosystem is involved, there will be no photolysis of water, or subsequently oxygen gas will not be evolved. As you can see here, this one diagrammatic representation, the other one clearly it's given here. See, this is PS1, that is photosystem 1 P700, which is involved here. This P700 has got a reaction center of chlorophyll A700 wavelengths. Clear? So when photons of light which are being trapped by different accessory pigments come up to chlorophyll A700, जब पूरे light के photons 7P700 reaction center में आता है, it gets excited and it starts emitting electrons. You can see this reaction center at chlorophyll A P700 gets excited, it emits an electron. This energy rich electron will now pass on through this electron carriers. Number one electron carrier is FRS. It is called as ferredoxin reducing substance. Okay, it is ferredoxin reducing substance. Then it is coming, being transferred to peridoxin. From ferredoxin, it will come to cytochrome B6, cytochrome F, plastocyanine, and back to PS1. Okay, and during this transfer, you will see there is formation of two ATP molecules. Okay, see this electron transfers from FRS, that is ferredoxin reducing substance, to ferredoxin, then come to cytochrome B6, cytochrome F, plastocyanine, and then back to PS1. And as the electron coming out from PS1 returns back to PS1, it is called as cyclic photophosphorylation. Okay, very, very important question. So give the heading cyclic photophosphorylation and draw this diagrammatic representation. Very simple step. It's the first phase of light reaction where there is only formation of ATP. Nothing else is formed or released over here. Draw it properly, at least take half the page. And see, this is a part of chemiosmosis. Huh? If you remember, I'll just show you the diagram once again. See, this is the part. Cyclic photophosphorylation, which occurs over here. Okay. Cyclic photophosphorylation, which takes place over here. It is the first step of light reaction, which is again a part of chemiosmosis. Over. Yes, you all completed. Yes, over. Complete. You understood what is happening over here? Huh? Can you tell me? Try. What happens over here? क्या हुआ यहाँ पे? It's just first part of photosynthesis. What is happening? What happens in the first step of photosynthesis?
मैम जो रिएक्शन सेंटर है ना वो फोटोन
हाँ.
लाइट रिसीव करता है, उसके कारण वो
Yes.
एक्साइट होता है तो एक इलेक्ट्रॉन बाहर देता है, तो वो इलेक्ट्रॉन पूरा एक साइकिल कंप्लीट करके फिर से वहां पे है.
Okay. So what is the product of this first cyclic? What is formed over here?
ATP.
ATP. Very good. So there is no other gain here. You'll only find 2 molecules of ATP formed in cyclic photophosphorylation. Clear? Okay. Rest all. किसी को कोई doubt है इसमें cyclic में? You understood what is happening over here? Huh? ये सारे जो accessory pigments are, they all trap light energy. That light energy will be transferred to P700. When light energy comes up to P700, it gets excited. We have studied, no? Earlier it is in ground state. When it receives light energy, it becomes excited. And as it gets excited, it emits an electron. That electron will pass on through the electron carriers. Okay? All these are electron carriers. FRS, that is ferredoxin producing substance. Then ferredoxin, B6 cytochrome, F cytochrome, plastocyanine, and back to PS1. And during this transfer, there is formation of 2 ATP molecules. What is this step known as? What is the name of this step? What is the name of this step?
Photophosphorylation.
Yes, Pranay, what is the name of this step? ADP plus IP gives ATP.
Photophosphorylation.
Photophosphorylation. Okay, very good. Okay, so this is all about cyclic. Now we'll come to the next part, that is the next phase of light reaction, where there will be photolysis of water. Okay, photolysis of water hoga and subsequently oxygen will be evolved. We'll see what exactly happens here. Now in non-cyclic photophosphorylation, there will be involvement of both PS1 as well as PS2. Both photosystems are involved in this. Okay, like see, you can find electron transport chain starts with the release of electrons. Same जैसे पहले किया था. All accessory pigments will trap the light energy. It will bring up to PS2. Okay, then that high energy electron will be released by PS2, but it will not return back to PS2. यहाँ पे भी high energy rich electron will be evolved and that energy-rich electron will again pass on through the electron carriers. Then it will come to PS1. In PS1, from PS1 it will be donated out. That electron will be donated. जब ये PS1 में आएगा, PS1 से the electron will be donated to what? Donated to NADP. Then this NADP gets converted to NADPH. So here the electron will be donated as well as the protons are donated. So NADP का conversion NADPH में होता है. Okay, that is the first step. Later on you will find that the reduced NADP will be utilized for the reduction of CO2 as we have studied earlier in the dark reaction, which is the next step. Electron deficient PS2, because now PS2 has given the electron, isn't it? PS2 के पास electron नहीं है, so it becomes electron deficient. So now it is going to bring about oxidation of water molecule. Okay, so due to this, what will happen? Protons, electrons, and oxygen atom all will be released out. Okay, so electrons are taken up by PS2 itself to return to reduced state. Protons are accepted by NADP, whereas oxygen is released. So this is which is happening in non-cyclic photophosphorylation. Okay, when you see the diagrammatic representation, you'll come to know what exactly happens here. Now see here. Number one photosystem which is involved is PS2. Light energy trapped by the accessory pigments comes up to PS2, that is PS2 क्या है? P700 या P680?
680.
680.
Yes. So it will come to P680. It will get excited and it will release 4 energy-rich electrons. Okay. Now this 4 energy-rich electrons will pass on through these electron carriers. Now see what are the electron carriers here. One is plastoquinone, cytochrome B6, cytochrome F, plastocyanine. But from plastocyanine, it won't go back to PS1, but it will go to PS2, but it will go to PS1. So when it comes to PS1, now PS1 will get excited by receiving the light energy, because both of them are always receiving the light energy from the accessory pigments. So when this electron comes up to PS1, it will again get excited and release that electron. And when this electron is released by PS1, the cycle follows by reaching it to FRS, from FRS to ferredoxin, okay? And from ferredoxin, this electron will move on further, okay? And you will see there is formation of, say, 2 NADPH2, okay? कहाँ से होगा ये? Reduction will take place by photolysis of water. The water will undergo photolysis because PS2 now is electron deficient. PS2 के पास कोई electron नहीं है. It has given its electrons, isn't it? So PS2 क्या है अभी? It is completely electron deficient. It lacks electrons. Okay, and that's the reason it will help in photolysis of water. It will break down water molecule. You will see here. You can find water molecule breaks down to form what? It forms 4 hydrogen. And this 4 hydrogen and oxygen. So 4 atoms of hydrogen will come over here and join to NADP and will form NADPH2. So NADP will get reduced to NADPH2 and oxygen will be released out. This is all because of breaking down or splitting of water molecule. Okay. You want me to repeat it once again, or you understood what is happening here? See, non-cyclic, both the photosystems are involved. Earlier, what happens? That PS2 is going to absorb the light energy and will emit energy-rich electron. यहाँ पे कितने energy-rich electrons emit होते हैं? 4. So these 4 energy-rich electrons will pass on through these electron carriers. यहाँ पे electron carriers अलग-अलग है. Plastoquinone, cytochrome B6, cytochrome F, plastocyanine. But from plastocyanine, instead of going back to PS2, it will be absorbed by PS1. Okay. This PS1 is also continuously absorbing the light energy. So when it will come to PS1, it will release this energy-rich electron. It will go up to FRS, that is ferredoxin producing substance. From there to ferredoxin. Okay. Now, when it comes to ferredoxin, it will be down accepted by whom? It will be accepted by NADP NADP will also accept the hydrogen which is given out by splitting of water. Here you can see there is splitting of water molecule. Okay, so by accepting this hydrogen, NADP gets converted to NADPH2. Clear? And oxygen is released. So this is called as non-cyclic photophosphorylation. In non-cyclic photophosphorylation, both the photosystems are involved, and here you are getting two byproducts. One byproduct is NADPH2, which will be used further for the reduction of carbon dioxide to form carbohydrates. And the second product formed here is oxygen. So in this way, the light reaction completes. Okay. So write down this non-cyclic photophosphorylation and the diagrammatic representation for the same. Don't miss any of the arrow over here. Arrows miss होते हैं या arrows wrong होंगे, their entire representation goes wrong. Be quick, tell me, I'll give you the simplest form of writing this answer. इतना complete करो पहले. In simple words, how you can explain non-cyclic. Okay, tell me once you have done.
Ma'am,
Yes, Shravani, any doubt?
ma'am, जो जो 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स PS2 से निकल रहे वही लास्ट तक है कि PS1 के?
Be a bit loud ना, I can't hear you.
मैम एक मिनट.
Yeah, tell him.
मैम जो 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स PS2 से निकल रहे वही लास्ट तक है कि PS1 के इलेक्ट्रॉन्स
No,
है?
no, no. PS2 के ही है. Okay. See, this
अच्छा.
electron which is coming from PS2 is accepted by PS1. Okay. And the same electrons are carried forward. PS1 is again not emitting any electrons here. The same electrons are carried by PS1 up. Yes, all I've completed writing. I'll give you in a simplest way so that you can understand every step down there. हो गया सबका लिख के?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So see, listen one by one. I'll tell you the steps. There itself, you tell me if you don't understand. Okay, I'll give you in my own words very simple steps. Number one, very important thing. Write down. It involves both PS1 and PS2. Step number one. It involves both PS1 and PS2. PS1 and PS2. Okay. Yeah. Second step. In this case, electron transport chain. ये तो सबको समझ में आया है. What is this? Electron transport chain starts with what? Starts with the release of electrons from PS2. Yes. Starts with the release of electrons from PS2. Starts with the release of electrons from PS2. Okay? Yeah. Now, third step. What happens immediately after this, right? High energy electrons released from PS2. High energy electrons released from PS2 do not return to PS2. Do not return to PS2. But do not return to PS2. But what happens? But passes through electron transport chain. Correct? Do not return to PS2, but transports through electron transport chain and reaches what? And reaches PS1. Yes, very good. And reaches PS1, which will donate it to. Which will donate it to what? It is donating it to what? To reduce NADP to NADPH, right? Donate it to reduce NADP to NADPH. To reduce NADP to NADPH. यहाँ तक किसी को कोई डाउट है till this step? Okay. Go to the next step. See what happens. The reduced NADP क्या है? What is reduced NADP? NADP NADP reduce होके क्या बनता है?
NADPH.
Yes. So the reduced NADP, ब्रैकेट में लिखो NADPH, reduced NADP, in bracket write NADPH is utilized for what? It is utilized for, yes, who will tell me? Utilized for, कहाँ पे यूज होता है NADPH?
Dark reaction.
Yes, honey.
Reduction of CO2.
Yes, very good. Right, it's used for reduction of CO2 to carbohydrates. Reduction of CO2 to carbohydrates. Where? In which reaction?
Dark reaction.
Dark reaction. Good. Carbohydrates in dark reaction. Very good. Till here everything is clear. Now, who is electron deficient? Who is electron deficient? Yes, Shravani?
PS2.
PS2. Because it's not having any electrons now, no? वो खाली है, तो वो अभी क्या करेगा? It will undergo splitting of water, है ना? उसके पास अभी electrons नहीं है. It is completely electron deficient. So it's now going to undergo splitting of water, that is photolysis, right? PS2, which is electron deficient, PS2, which is electron deficient, brings about PS2, which is electron deficient, brings about splitting of water molecule, brings about splitting of water molecule. Due to this, what happens? Due to this, what are the three things which are released? Due to this, what are the three things released? Protons, electrons, and oxygen. You know, due to this, protons, electrons, and oxygen atom are released. Protons, electrons, and oxygen atom are released. इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कौन लेता है? इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कौन ले लेगा? जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स फोटोलाइसिस से निकलेगा, that electrons will be taken by whom? Yeah, PS2, na, to again carry on the cycle. The electrons will be taken by PS2. ये कौन से इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है? ये इमिटेड इलेक्ट्रॉन्स नहीं है, ये इलेक्ट्रॉन्स यहाँ के है. The electrons which are released from splitting of water molecule. Okay, so right, electrons are taken by PS2. Protons are taken up by NADP. Protons are taken up by NADP. Here you can see electrons, 4 electrons goes to PS2, and 4H, that is proton, goes to NADP, and oxygen is released. Now understood what exactly is happening over here? Huh? Clear with non-cyclic? All the points clear? Okay. So you can write down the answer in this manner also in your exams in a simplest way. Clear? So we have done with cyclic and non-cyclic. So light reaction completes here. Light reaction में हुआ क्या है? Oxygen release हुआ है. Correct? Now we have to see what is dark reaction. And dark reaction is called as Calvin cycle. Okay? और dark reaction का byproduct क्या है? Carbohydrates. Isn't it? In dark reaction, CO2 is reduced in presence of NADP and carbohydrates are formed. Glucose is formed, which is a stored food energy in plants. Clear? Okay. Yeah, this is completed. So what is the consequence or conclusion of photophosphorylation? So write down these 3 points. Right. Last 3 points. Photochemical reactions का conclusion क्या है? photolysis of water takes place, oxygen is released, ATP and NADP are synthesized. Come on. Only the last point. There's a conclusion for light reaction or photochemical reaction. Then write down this point. The light reaction. Yes.
पीछे वाली slide दिखाओ ना एक बार.
Earlier one, this one. You only have to write down these 3 points. Conclusion for the light reaction or photochemical reaction. Okay. Photochemical reaction, light reaction, photophosphorylation, sab ek hi hai. Got it? So you may get a question in any one of these forms. Cyclic photo or photophosphorylation or photochemical reaction or light reaction. All the 3 are one and the same. Okay. Yeah. You write down this point. The light reaction gives rise to important products, reducing agent NADPH and energy rich compound ATP, and both are utilized in the dark phase of photosynthesis. Write down these points. Narendra, are you attentive?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Fine, until here. See, for today's homework, you're going to write first 4 questions from the assignment on photosynthesis. Okay? Photosynthesis ke assignment mein se you're going to write first 4 questions. Have you all done this? No, no? First 4 questions. We have to do those questions. Okay. Now, difference between cyclic and non-cyclic photophosphorylation mark it to be very, very important. Okay, difference between cyclic and non-cyclic. In cyclic, you all know PS1 is involved. Here, PS1 and 2 both are involved. Your reaction center is P700. Here you find reaction center is where it starts from P680, isn't it? So it's a reaction center which emits electron. Electrons released are cycled back. Here they are not cycled back. Photolysis does not take place. Photolysis of water takes place. Here you will find there is synthesis of ATP. In case of non-cyclic, ATP and NADP, both energy-rich molecules are formed. Here you'll see that photophosphorylation takes place at 2 places. Here non-cyclic में कितने places में? Only 1 place. Where it is? Without referring to the diagrammatic representation, tell me where does photophosphorylation occur in non-cyclic? कहाँ पे होता है? Very simple. एक hint भी दिया था मैंने थोड़ी देर पहले. Always it occurs in between the electron carriers, and electron carriers are what? F and B6, correct? And that is the place where it takes place. Here it does not require any external electron donor. Here requires electron donor like water or H2S, isn't it? If it is in case of bacteria and all, you will see H2S is acting as an electron donor, and in this case, water acts as an electron donor. Okay, so write down this difference between cyclic and non-cyclic photophosphorylation. I gave you a question like write a note on PS1 and PS2. Have you all done this? कल एक question दिया था मैंने आपको. किया सबने? Note on PS1 and PS2.
Yes, ma'am.
सबने submit किया? I don't think so. because you all were not responsive today. Where is Swara? Swara, is she present today? I saw her in the beginning, then again in between somewhere.
Yes, ma'am, she left the meeting.
She's not at all attentive in the class, Swara. And one more student. I think her name is Taniksha or something.
Tanishka Bor.
Ah, Taniksha Bhor, correct.
Yes.
Even she is not attentive. Ma'am, are these students submitting the assignments?
Yes, ma'am, they are submitting the assignments. And from this week onwards, they will submit in the Kutis app itself. So
Okay, so
you can also see their assignments.
yes, all I've done with this. Take 2-3 questions more which are based on this topic. अगर ये complete हुआ है तो. हो गया? Take down these questions first. Mention the light reactions occurring in Granum. Mention the light reactions occurring in Granum. Light reaction occurring in Granum. Written? Next question. What is the advantage of having? Try to find out these answers. Huh? What is the advantage? If you can't, we'll discuss in the next lecture. What is the advantage of having more than one pigment molecule? What is the advantage of having more than one pigment molecule in a photocenter? In a photocenter. More than one pigment molecule in a photocenter. Simple. क्या होना चाहिए ये? If there are more than one pigment molecules, more amount of light energy will be absorbed, and so on. The rate of reaction will also increase. Okay, so write it down in your own words. Okay. Take one more question. What are the two reactions involved in the process of? What are the two reactions involved in the process of photosynthesis? What are the two reactions? First is
Light reaction and dark reaction.
yes, Vardhini.
Light reaction and
Light
dark
reaction. Second is
dark reaction.
Narendra, repeat. First is Today Narendra is not at all attentive. Repeat.
Yes, ma'am.
Repeat. Which is the first and which is second? So I was correct. You are not attentive today. Yes, Tanvi, repeat.
Light reaction and dark reaction.
Repeat, Narendra.
Light reaction and dark reaction.
Okay, so these are the two reactions. Okay, fine. Then explain.
Ma'am,
the
what?
reaction. Yes, Pranay.
What was the question?
Okay, what was the question? The question is, what are the two reactions in photosynthesis? Okay, one is light, another is dark reaction. Okay, the last one more question. Give diagrammatic representation of how chlorophyll A is excited. Diagrammatic representation of how chlorophyll A is excited. You can draw this representation from the textbook as well. Okay. So did you understood both the systems today, cyclic and non-cyclic both? Okay. Go through both the answers once again. If there is any doubt, we'll solve in the next lecture. Fine. Okay. Chalo. Bye all of you.
Bye,
Bye,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, Pranay.